California Chrome putting in his final work, 5 furlongs and 58 and change. A couple things stood out to me amongst the work, and one was just the sentimentality of the moment. I think you really heard that in the comments from Art Sherman, from Frank Taylor. Another was the fact that Chrome, to me, seemed much more focused this morning than he was last week in his work here. Now, you'll notice he was wearing blinkers. He wore blinkers again last week, but they had been generally training him pretty early, about 5:30 in the morning. When they brought him out for the works, it was a real sort of showcase for the fans. They could have breakfast here with Chrome as well. And I think last week he kind of had his ears up, was really looking around. Today he was a little bit more focused and more paying attention to what he was doing out there. Did not need company, just out there on cruise control. Frank Taylor saying, quote, he is the closest thing to a machine that I've ever seen. And Kate and Mike, you guys can lend your thoughts on the work as well. I was very impressed. I thought the perfect sort of polishing touches on what he needs in terms of his fitness coming into the race next weekend.
Well, Christina, I've seen this 1,000 times. Kate, and you've seen it, but you're more of the expert. And what do we take in here?
Well, for me, to my eye, he is just a tad bit sharper and more focused through the stretch than he was the first time he worked here at Gulfstream. I was here in person when that work took place. I'm watching this for the first time now. But I did feel there was a bit more purpose to his stride. Just seemed to hit it with more assurance, I think, which is natural given that he's been here a little bit longer and gotten a feel for the track. I do think, though, that for the most part, it was a carbon copy of last time around as far as just style and finish and willingness to do what he wants to do. And I think the connections had to be very pleased with that and the way he's coming into this race. He seems right at home here at Gulfstream. And, you know, I kind of have a bad gauge of him because I wasn't as impressed with his Derby workouts.
Yeah.
And everybody in California said, oh, that's just him. This is how he always does it. And then, of course, he won the Derby.
Yeah.
So now I kind of have lowered the bar a little so far as what I'm looking for. That looked like vintage Chrome.